Hello everyone. Today, let us know about the project Hostel Student Credit Debit Management System. So this system is designed to manage the credit and debit details of the hostel students. The hostel students will give their money to the hostel management to keep it with them. That is because it is not safe for the hostel students to keep their money with them because they stay with different other students and there is a chance of stealing of the money and no one is responsible in case if the money is stolen. For that purpose, the hostel students will give their money, whatever they have, with the hostel management, and whenever they need the money, they will take from the hostel management. The system which is developed, this will keep track of all the credit and debit amount of the students. For example, if a student gives 1,000 rupees to the hostel management, that will be recorded in the system, and in case on the particular date if the student takes back 50 rupees, then that amount is deducted and the balance amount 950 will be recorded in the system. So this is how the system works. So this is to help the hostel students to keep their money safely, and the admin and the staff of the hostel will manage the system and they are responsible for the credit and debit details of the students. The window which is available to you, here the students can log in by entering their roll number and password. So only the students who have registered already can log in using the roll number and password. The new students must register to log into the system. There is also an admin panel which is available. To use the admin panel, you must type admin after the source code. So after the source code, type admin, and this will lead you to one more window which is the admin login window. So in this window, the admin will log in using the login ID and password. So the admin must mention the login ID and password to log in. And on clicking on login to admin panel, admin can log into the system. The admin must enter the valid password and login ID, only then the admin can log into the system. So once the admin logs in, the dashboard is available. Here, the admin can view the total credit, total debit, balance amount and number of students. So this record is made only for the testing purpose. For the testing purpose, we have added 11 students and some amount is also added here, and we have shown how the credit, how the debit and how the balance amount, all this will be shown in the system. The admin is the one who maintains the entire web page. Along with admin, there is a staff also to maintain the web page. In the transaction entry, transaction details can be added. In the transaction report, the credit and debit details and student details can be viewed. In student, the admin can add the students and view the students. In course, the admin can add the course and view the course. In staff, the admin can add the different staffs and also can view the various staffs which are added. The admin and the staff are those who manage the web page. But the difference among the admin and the staff is that the admin has the entire authority of the website, but the staff cannot add the course as well as the other staffs. So apart from these two options, all the other options are same for the admin and staff. Only the staff cannot add the course details as well as the other staff details. In my account, in my profile here, whoever has logged into the system, they can update their profile. And in change password, they can change their password by mentioning the old password, new password and the confirm password. The same option is available here. So here also update and change password option can be done, as well as logout option is available. Now let us see how the admin can add the staff. The admin can add the staff by mentioning the staff name, staff type, login ID, password and confirm password details. So staff type can be either admin or staff. So the admin can add other admins as well as they can add the staffs. Login ID, password and confirm password must be added. Status must be selected as active. Only those accounts whose status is selected as active, only they can log in. If the status is inactive, those particular staffs cannot log into the system. So on clicking on submit, the staff record will be added successfully. Once the staff record is added, you are redirected to the page view staffs. Here the admin can view the various staffs and the other admins along with the action edit and delete. So there is also view staff option, clicking on which again the admin can view the staff details. So this is about how the admin can add the staff and how the admin can view the staff. So we saw how we can add the staff details. Now let us see how to add the course. Under course there are two options, add course and view course. Let's click on add course to add the different course details. To add the course, here the admin must mention the course title, course description and the course status must be selected. The course status must be selected as active. So once the course is added, it can be viewed under view course. We can view whatever the course we added now is available here, and the admin can also edit and delete these details. So this is how we can add the course. In my account, under my profile, here the admin can make changes to their profile by changing the name or staff type, and under change password they can change their password by mentioning old, new and confirm password. So this is about the setting details of the admin. Now let us log out from the admin. The student can log in only if they have registered to the portal. So now let us register as a new student. The student must mention their name. The full name of the student is necessary. Once the student enters their name, they must select the course. Now let us enter the student's name. The student must select the course. We can see some courses are available. So all the courses which are added by the admin is visible here. The student's enrollment number and admission number is required. Once the student enters the admission number, they must enter the password and they must retype their password to confirm the password. The email ID and mobile number of the student is necessary. The student must enter the valid email ID and the valid mobile number. Once all the details are entered, the student must click here to register. We can see student account is created, but the admin must verify the account. This is because in case the student enters the fake data such as fake admission number or fake enrollment number, so it is necessary for the admin to verify the account. Only then the student can log into the system. Now let us log in as the admin and let us verify the student account. So here admin or the staff can verify student account. Now let us log in as the staff. So this is the staff which we have already added. Now let us log in as a staff by entering the login ID and password. So once the staff logs in, the dashboard is available. So we can see here course details and staff details, or the course panel and staff panel is not available. That is because it is available only for the admin. The staff can make transaction entry, transaction report can be viewed. Now under student, in view pending details, we can see there are 3 records. This is the account which we added just now. Let us activate that account. So clicking on activate button, the student's account will be activated and now it can be viewed under view students. So under view students, we can view the student account which we activated just now. Now let us log out from the admin. Registered as a student, and we have also activated the account of the student whom we have registered. Now let us log in as the student by mentioning the admission number and the password. So here, whatever admission number is given by the student at the time of registration, that must be mentioned and the password must be entered. On clicking on click here to log in, the student will be logged into the account and student panel is available. So here we can see the total credit, total spent and balance amount of the student is 0. That is because the student has not given any money to the management. Under transaction report, the student report can be viewed. So here we can see the student image is not there because at the registration we have not added any student image. Under my account in update profile, here the student can update their profile. That is, at the time of registration, student had entered only few details. Now the student must enter all the details of themselves. So in the date of birth, student must select their date of birth and gender must be selected, and address of the student is required. So we can see contact number and email ID is present. That is because it was given at the time of registration. The address and bank detail was not given. The student must enter their account details and the address. So then there is profile image and ID proof images to be entered. The student must enter their profile image. So they can choose their photo and they can select. And under ID proof also they must choose some image, that is they must choose the valid ID proof. The status must be selected as active, and clicking on update profile, the student's account will be updated. We can see the profile image now and the ID proof. We can also see under the name of the student, we can see the photo is also present now. So for this student, we have not entered any money. The student has not paid any money to the hostel management. So because of that reason, the credit and spent and the balance amount is 0. Once the student adds the amount and makes the transaction, this data will be changed. So now let us log out from the student. Now let us log in as the admin. The admin has to log in and make the credit and debit entries for the student whom have registered just now. The admin will log in using the admin login panel by entering the login ID and the password. So once the admin logs in, admin dashboard is available. Under students in view student, here we can view all the students whom have registered, and now let us add the credit and debit entry for the student whom have registered just now, that is Peter Hudson. Now let us make the credit entry. Under credit entry panel, there is an option that is enter student detail. Here the admin must enter either the student name or student's enrollment number or student's admission number. By entering any of the detail, that particular student, if it is present in the database, that will be available as a drop down list. Among that, you have to select any one of the student whom we have to do the credit entry. Now we can see there is only one student. Now let us see there are 3 students, among which we have to select any one student. Now let us make the entry for Peter Hudson, which we have registered. Now you can see the student name, course, enrollment and admission number is already available. In the available balance, it is 0. That is because we have not made any credit till now. Now let us make the credit of some amount, that is let us make 2500 credit, and the admin must add the transaction note. This can be, anything can be written here. On clicking on submit credit entry, the credit transaction will be done and the credit invoice is available. So this invoice will include the details of the credit In the from address, there is the address of the college or the hostel, and in the to address, the address of the student is available. The invoice will have its unique number and the transaction date and who has done the billing. And in click here to print, the invoice can be printed and given for the students. Under debit entry, in the transaction entry, so before that let us see the credit entry and let us see the available balance of the student now. So we can see the available balance of the student is 2500. That is because we have made the entry now. Now let us make some debit. Under debit entry, the same way you have to search for the student by mentioning either the name or the admission number or enrollment number. Once you select the student, the details is fetched and we can see the available balance is 2500, and let us make some debit. So I will be making 500 rupees debit, and under transaction note, the admin can enter for what purpose the student is receiving the money. Then submit entry. So the debit invoice is created and even this invoice can be printed. Under transaction entry, in view entries. So here the admin can view all the entries, that is credit as well as debit entries. Here there is an action for the admin, receipt as well as cancel. Receipt will show the invoice and cancel will cancel that particular transaction. This will not delete the data from the database, but it will delete that particular transaction or cancel that particular transaction, and this transaction will not be affected in the student's account. So now let us cancel one of the account or one of the transaction. So let us make the cancellation and we can see cancel transaction entry cannot be recovered. Are you sure? So you cannot delete this transaction. We can also view the transaction, that is what we made just now, that is credit and debit details. We can see the transaction amount. Under transaction report in student amount report. So here under student account report, here we can view the student details with the credit and debit details and the balance that is remaining. So under view report, here the student profile as well as the transaction report can be viewed. Under student profile, the admission and enroll number can be viewed, and in transaction, each transaction can be viewed with transaction date, and credit and debit amount are in different columns, and what is the amount remaining can be viewed. And under view report, the credit or debit invoice can be viewed here. In transaction report under credit report, here the credit details can be viewed. That is, all the credit reports can be viewed by the admin. So here what is the balance amount left after the credit, everything can be viewed here. And in debit report, admin can view the debit reports, that is what is the amount debited and what is the balance remaining can be viewed. In the transaction report, both the credit as well as debit reports can be viewed together, and credit details are in the credit column and debit details are in the debit column. In the student panel, under add students, so this is available for the admin or the staff to add the students by themselves. That is, if any of the student is not registered, then the staff or the admin can make the registration or create the account for those particular students. But at the time of registration, the student will enter only the few details, but when the staff or the admin will create the account, they have to enter all the student details. So this is where they can view all the students. Now let us log out from the admin. Now let us log in as the student whose registration we have done just now, and for which student we have done the credit and debit transactions. The student will log in using the login ID and the password. Once the student logs in, the student panel is available where we can see the credit, debit and balance amount. The credit amount of the student is 2500, from which the 500 is debited, and now the balance amount is 2000. This is which we done in the admin account. The student can only view the transaction reports under student account report. Here the student can view their profile as well as the transaction details. They can also view the invoices of debit and credit. In the credit report, here the student can view the credit details, that is only the credit details can be viewed here. In the debit report, the student can view the debit details and this can also be printed. In the transaction report, student can view all the transactions that has been done in their account. So in the transaction report, the student can view both credit as well as debit transactions. So here the student can only view only their account details. They cannot view other students' account details, whereas the staff or the admin can view all the students' details. So now let us log out from the student. So this is about the project. Thank you for watching the video. For further queries, kindly visit our website. Thank you.